Next up, Cham Cold Brew Tea, Nico Nicolau, and Georgia Masros. Come on up. Hi. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Nice to meet you. Your timer's right over here. You got 2 minutes.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
Hi, BevNet. I'm Nico Nicolau.
And I'm Georgia Masros, and we're the founders of Cham, the world's first cold brewed chamomile tea.
Georgia and I are both first-generation Greek Americans, and we can attest to the fact that chamomile is a staple in most, if not all, Greek households. Growing up, it was one of those go-to cure-all things. It didn't matter if you had the common cold, upset stomach, the bubonic plague. You could literally be keeled over dying. Grandma's remedy was always chamomile tea, lemon, and honey.
All jokes aside, chamomile is an ancient medicinal herb used for centuries for its health benefits. It's been known to boost the immune system, for its antioxidants, and for its calming effects. Unfortunately, here in the United States, chamomile doesn't seem to get the recognition that it truly deserves. Sure, it's an ingredient in many products out there, but it's almost never the primary ingredient. And when it is, it's generally marketed or thought of as a traditional hot tea.
Cham is a modern take on an old Greek classic. Our goal was to create an all-natural, refreshing, ready-to-drink tea beverage that was not only delicious, but good for you. If you look at our ingredients, you'll see that they're simple. It's just filtered water, chamomile, lemon juice, a tablespoon of raw honey, and then we cold brew for 20 hours. Our product is HPP'd. This allows us to give our product a 90-day shelf life, and it helps to ensure that we can retain as many healthy properties and benefits that naturally occur in the tea that high heat and traditional brewing or pasteurization can deteriorate or destroy.
We've recently launched in April with Central Market in Texas through KeHE Distributors. And as of last month, we partnered with Dora's Naturals for distribution in the Northeast region in the New York metro area.
George and I are really excited to be here. Thank you to the judges in BevNet, and we hope we can come back tomorrow and tell you a little bit more. Thanks.
Great job. The brand, Cham, I think I mispronounced it. I think I might have called it Cham, which could be something to talk about, actually. You know, Justin, actually, we'll start with Paul. I never start with Paul. Sure. Paul, you know, Cham, chamomile tea, you know, what are your initial thoughts of the product and the way it's actually formulated as a cold brewed, high pressure process product?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think the product tastes great. It's one of the best tasting ones I had of all the products. I think the name doesn't immediately indicate what it is, and so it's a little hard to identify exactly which category it's in such a recognizable package, so it might be better to differentiate or call it out more. And even how to pronounce the name presents a little bit of a challenge, which can be a little barrier to consumption and word of mouth, et cetera.
Mm-hmm. Justin, now we'll go to you. What do you think of the product?
I thought it was good. I don't know that it stood out that much to me. I mean, it tasted like a typical tea. You have to be really careful with the raw, especially when you're going through the cold press and HPP process, because as several companies know, you know, there's some dispute as to whether that's actually raw. So again, as I said earlier, I'd focus more on we use raw ingredients instead of just making that blanket raw and all natural. All naturals, the #1 target in the entire, anything you can say, that's the #1 target. So I'd just be real careful with how those phrases are used.
So, you know, are the raw and cold brew claims really drawing in customers at this point? Are they doing a good job of presenting that on their bottle?
Yeah, we're seeing more of that for sure, moving through the front ends of the supermarkets that we serve. My reaction to this product, I liked the packaging. I thought it was crisp and clean. It felt really feminine to me. I was really drawn to it. I don't know if these manly men here would, you know, want to walk around with it. I'm not sure. I just felt, it felt kind of sweet to me, just, you know, charming. Yeah, I liked it.
Sure. Phil, would you walk around with a bottle of
I'm confident in my manhood, I actually would. But I think this product, for me, again, doesn't scream brand, it screams product. I think the cold brew technology, you have to be careful. In coffee, there are very distinctive benefits and a host of them. That's why cold brew coffee is such a macro trend. I think in tea, perhaps in matcha, because everything about matcha likes cold, chamomile, certain mint varieties. I'd like to see these guys brand around floral notes like mints and chamomile. Then it's a brand. This is a product.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on. Next up, I'll tell you shortly, is Caribe Juice. Christian Robiou, excuse me. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries, man.
All right, you got 2 minutes. Your timer's right over here, and you can just speak right into the mic.
Hi, my name is Christian Robiou. I'm not going to recite what's already behind me because I'm assuming you guys can read. But in the past, it's been beneficial to provide some contrast to show you who we are. We're not a cleanse. We're not promising you a six-pack from drinking our juice so that you can sleep better or that we can like save your marriage or anything like that. What we're offering is very simple, and that's the exotic taste of the Caribbean in the United States. And what we're doing is we're exporting fruits from the Dominican Republic from a supply chain that my co-founder and I, established ourselves. And the reason for that is we're Dominican, and we have access to a market here in the United States that's been clamoring for these juices. And so we figured, why not actually do it? So we have passion fruit, we have guava, we have star fruit, and acerola. We don't toot the functional claims. A lot of our customers do that for us because of the vitamin content. We do HPP and we do cold press. What we like to talk about is the social operation that we're running out of the Dominican Republic because we set up the entire supply chain ourselves. I don't have an experience in this. I actually just graduated from law school about 5 days ago, but seeing what we've been able to do in the DR itself, because we care about the people there, and connecting the product with people here who, again, have been telling us that if we made it, they would buy it, and true enough, they have. We have been able to divide our SKUs. We have 4 flavors. There's a light version that is, AKA, like more nutritious. If you want to believe that, it's the truth. But again, we're not going to like lead in with that. We like the fact that we are able to help Dominican farmers make their product accessible here and at an accessible price point, because we do HPP and we do cold press, but we retail for about $4 to $5 because we're sympathetic to the fact that not a lot of people have like $9 or $10 to spend on juice. So that's pretty much top line Gestalt. If you guys have any questions, thank you.
So cause-based marketing is definitely something that has been used quite a bit to some success, not to others. Didn't really see a lot of that on the front of the package. Bill, how would you kind of connect the two, or do you think they did enough?
I think they can make it a little clearer. 10 years ago, cause-based marketing was impressive to the gatekeeper, but the consumer wasn't voting with their dollars. Today they are. So I think talking about sustainable features or helping communities is a productive and positive thing to get through.
Mm-hmm. Paul, what are your initial thoughts on the formulation of the product? Had a little bit more viscosity than some juices out there.
Yeah, I thought this was probably my favorite tasting of all of them. I think the flavor variety is great. They seem to have the ingredients nailed pretty well. When you were done consuming it, it did leave a little bit of a odd look on the inside of the bottle, which may not have been as appealing as maybe the flavor profile. So,
one of the other things that we saw in the cup were seeds in one of the SKUs. Justin, gotta jump on you on this one. What do you think?
I thought it was one of the better tasting. If you understand that it's made from real fruit and that's part of it, I don't think it's a huge deal. I liked the packaging on it too. I thought overall it was one of the better presented products.
Hearing a lot of good comments. Sue, you agree?
Yeah, I do. I thought the feeling in your mouth was a little unique. The seeds and like the stuff on the side, that all kind of made me a little. I just kind of looked at it. And is this the one that had the 35% of your daily fiber on the front?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I had to drink the seeds to make that work for me or how that was going to work. But and I like the fact that they had a light version if I wanted to go down that route.
Great feedback. All right, let's move on. Our second to last presenter is Sound Sparkling Tea, Salim Najjar and Tommy Kelly. Come on up. No one will need this ever again. All right. You guys will have 2 minutes once you get on the stage. Salim? Thank you. Tom? All right.
All right. Good afternoon. My name is Tommy Kelly.
My name is Salim Najjar, and we are the founders of Sound Sparkling Tea.
We're pleased to introduce you to Sound, our line of crisp, clean, sparkling teas. Made with sparkling water, real brewed organic tea, and absolutely no sweeteners, Sound is the only unsweetened sparkling tea on the market. The product contains 0 calories, no GMOs, is gluten-free, and vegan. Now, generally when a product sounds that healthy, it tastes really healthy too. And I don't mean that in a good way. So the search for a delicious and truly healthy product is what inspired us to create Sound. See, we live in a time where there's things like drone delivery and cars that drive themselves. So we didn't think that a sparkling beverage that was good for you and actually tastes decent was that far-fetched. So as tea and seltzer-loving engineers with an aversion for sweeteners, we made it our mission to create a product that was truly healthy while never compromising on unnecessary ingredients. So after brewing and carbonating countless tea blends and doing some serious rebranding, we launched Sound in mid-April of 2015.
We currently have 3 SKUs that are unique in both flavor and function. The Red Alive is an invigorating blend of yerba mate and guayusa that boasts 70 milligrams of caffeine per bottle. The Green Refresh is a cleansing combination of white tea and ginger packed with antioxidants. The Blue Calm is a chamomile-based, caffeine-free blend that includes soothing botanicals such as elderflower and lavender. Sound is currently found in over 65 accounts throughout the New York tri-state area, including Whole Foods. Marketing feedback has been overwhelmingly positive as consumers are pleasantly surprised at just how good unsweetened can taste.
During our short time on the market, we've already seen a huge contingent of consumers looking for carbonation without the catch. While many beverages create new products while many new beverages release new sweeteners. Thank you.
Nice job. Good job. All right, we always hear, or lately we've been hearing about how much consumers still love bubbles, even though that soda in general is not everyone's favorite cup of tea, no pun intended. Sue, what do you think of a sparkling carbonated tea drink? We've seen it before, but what do you think of the way these guys have presented it?
I thought it was interesting. I liked it. I didn't understand the name of the brand, and maybe I just missed it, but I didn't understand why they called it that, what the connection was there. And I thought that the benefits on the package, the calm and all that stuff could have been a little bit more overt. I didn't really get that right away, but for 0 calories with all the functional benefits, I thought it was as a consumer, something I'd check out for sure.
Mm-hmm. Paul, Susan made some comments about the brand name and sort of, what this is all about. Did you understand what the brand was all about, having, looked at the just at the package?
Yeah, I think the packaging is great. I'm not sure that it fits the product. It looks more like an indulgent or more of like a high-end boutique soda package, but it's a sparkling tea, and so it left me a little bit confused. But the product, being able to see the product's important, and like the bright colors make it look a little bit more indulgent, and you try it, and it's a little bit more of an unsweet, natural flavor. So I was a little confused. I was expecting a different flavor and even a different product.
Aside from that, what do you think of the flavor?
Yeah, the flavors were good. If you like a subtle sparkling tea, I think they've done the research and have the right flavors. I'm not a big sparkling tea drinker.
Okay. Bill, it was presented as unsweetened sparkling tea. Pretty straightforward. What do you think of the positioning of the brand as it stands right now?
I think the positioning and the proposition is reasonable, and I typically love no sugar products. I agree with Paul. I wanted this one to have 8 to 12 grams of sugar per bottle because I wanted something a little more exciting. I think there's a ton of products they're competing with, from flavored waters to other tea, tea products. Sparkling, unsweetened tea feels like a real sliver of the population to me.
Okay. Our last presenter of the day is Velu. Come on up, Jason Magriso and Jamie Mitrani. All right. Good to see you. All right, your 2 minutes begin, and your timer's right over there.
Hello, BevNet. My name is Jason Magriso, CEO of Velu Wheatgrass. This is Jamie Mitrani, our Chief Marketing Officer. Velu is Wheatgrass evolved. Velu is the first all-organic premium wheatgrass beverage on the market, combining 2 shots of organic wheatgrass with organic apple juice, organic lemon juice, and water. Nothing more. Wheatgrass is normally juiced and consumed in shot form, and it is widely known for its countless health benefits. But because of its bitter taste in raw form, we created Velu. We created Velu, a delicious way to give you all the benefits of wheatgrass, including vitamins A, K, E, and chlorophyll. I could go on. Let's go through Velu's competitive advantages. First, Velu is aseptically cold-filled, giving it a shelf-stable life of 18 months without refrigeration or preservatives. This provides for easy global distribution and storage, and it allows for Velu to be sold in beverage coolers and on dry goods shelves. In addition, a normal shot of wheatgrass retails for roughly $2.50 a shot at your local juice bar. Velu retails for $3.99. Let's recap. Velu has 2 shots of organic wheatgrass plus organic apple juice and organic lemon juice for great taste. Retails at only $3.99, making it a perfect way to get more wheatgrass for less and on the go. Finally, Velu only has 60 calories and 14 grams of sugar, lower than many comparable green drinks on the market today. Velu is retailing at health food stores in Florida, including Whole Foods, and has recently begun distribution in the Northeast, including New York. Wheatgrass is consumed by millions of people all over the world, and our ultimate goal is for these customers to have a chance to try this delicious, natural, organic beverage. Velu is truly wheatgrass evolved. Thank you.
Nice job. Nice job. Wheatgrass evolved. Justin, I'm going to give you first shot at this. The product itself, after having looked at the label and the sort of positioning of it and the taglines and all of that, anything that you might say that you need to improve on, or do you think it's just right on?
I didn't think the packaging jumped out at me. It's a white package with the green symbols. So maybe something that makes it stand out a little more. They do have to go through the claims. There was a lot of the packed with, loaded with, full of chlorophyll and other things, and so those claims have to get tightened up. I thought it was fine, but nothing that jumped out.
Yeah, Bill, do you agree?
Well, it's a very serious consumer they're targeting, looking for specific nutritional benefits. I think this product needs to be repositioned as cold pressed with HPP technology. I would not buy it in its shelf-stable format. Okay.
Paul, you list 3 ingredients on the front: wheatgrass, apple juice, lemon juice. Would you change anything about how they present what's inside the bottle?
I actually thought the images and the graphics they use on the packaging conveyed the benefits quite well. I'm not sure if it's believable. Bill's an expert on that. Maybe his direction on HPP might be a good one. But I thought the simplicity and the symbols to represent what was in there and what it did for you was well executed.
Sue, you get the last word.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought the packaging was very crisp. I got it. I saw it. I understood what it was and knew what I was buying. So I like that.
Great. It's really tough to get up here and present in a huge room full of people and describe your passion in 2 minutes. And I think our presenters were outstanding today. So big round of applause.